This stage begins in Narbonne. We navigate through town to the Canal de Robine. Then we travel minor roads until we rejoin the Robine, this time on a dirt track, all the way to Saint-Lucie Locks and popular nature preserve. From there, it is mostly paved into Port-la-Nouvelle, a 25-kilometer flat ride. We head toward the Canal de Robine, passing the Cathedral Saint-Just and Saint-Pasteur. Then on Rue Jean Jaurès, we pass the Bishop's Palace, the Archaeological Museum, and the Place de Hôtel de Ville. We follow the Canal de Robine for about 1,300 meters as it passes through Narbonne on a tree-lined boulevard. As cyclists, we have three options: the towpath right next to the canal, the pedestrian mall, and the Cours de République, a shared road. The canal is on our right, but we opt for riding in the road as we have a bridge to cross. In the morning sun, we pass people having their petit déjeuner. We stop for one last glimpse of Narbonne as we cross the Canal de Robine over this flower-adorned bridge. Although there is a green bike lane at this roundabout on Boulevard de Maillol, drivers often fail to yield. Watch for them. We officially leave Narbonne on Boulevard Route du Montfort, a much quieter road. This road leads to a railroad crossing where we cross the tracks and continue on a parallel road, the Chemin de Mandarac. Soon we are alone, passing fields and vineyards famous for Languedoc wines. We turn left following the Chaussée de Mandarac, the final approach to the Canal de Robine. We reach the Canal de Robine again at the small regional nature park. The marine carpentry yard in Mandarac brings historic boats back to life. We continue along the Canal de Robine. For a while we have a smooth, traffic-free road. At the Écluse de Mandarac Lock, we cross and begin our journey on the dirt track, one of the ancient towpaths along the canal. At the Écluse de Mandarac, we cross the canal and continue our journey on a dirt track, one of the ancient towpaths beside the canal. This track follows the canal as it zigzags between two lakes, the Étang de Sèche and the Étang de la Rolle, and there are no stop signs, traffic circles, or automobiles to interrupt your journey. For the remainder of the ride, the canal is to our right. On this hot August day, the shade from a few trees is welcome. The path is narrow, but just wide enough for passing cyclists. Although unpaved, it's not nearly as rough as much of the Canal du Midi. As we ride this narrow strip of land, we get a great view of the Mediterranean on our left and the canal on our right. This scenic towpath is a popular ride for families. At Écluse de l'Île de Saint-Lucie, there is an information office and a way to cross into the nature preserve, where there are many marked paths for walkers or cycles. A magnificent natural site in the heart of the Narbonne lagoons, the nature reserve at Île Sainte-Lucie offers a fabulous panorama of all the ponds. This rocky limestone island offers contrasting landscapes: Mediterranean coast, ancient salt flats, wild beach, and some great viewpoints down to the Canal de la Robine. The trails are well signposted and not crowded. From Port-la-Nouvelle, you may book an excursion on the La Catar canal boat, a narrated 2-hour river cruise that explores the course of the canal as it runs alongside the ponds in a wild and preserved environment. Here at l'Île de Sainte-Lucie, you can also witness the operation of the lock, where a boat moves to the next level. When the water is at the level of the next section of the canal, the exit gates are opened and Le Catar proceeds on its canal journey. After our visit, we leave the Sainte-Lucie locks on Chemin de Sainte-Lucie to make our way to Port-la-Nouvelle. When we leave the canal, we're back on a paved road through a roundabout that takes us to a bridge that crosses the harbor. Then it's a left turn onto a roadway that leads us into Port-la-Nouvelle. The road leads us along the estuary with the blue Mediterranean directly ahead. This boat is a sign that we are entering Port-la-Nouvelle. The friendly tourist office is just beyond this roundabout. Boulevard du Front de Mer is lined with tourist amenities. Hotels, restaurants, specialty shops, and local crafts, all inviting visitors to enjoy their stay. Port-la-Nouvelle evolved from a simple fisherman's hamlet to become the third largest French Mediterranean port in this area. In the meantime, it gained a reputation as a pleasant seaside resort with 10 kilometers of sprawling beaches. Take the time to taste local products on Mondays and Thursdays by the sea. The market is also held on Wednesdays and Saturdays near the church. The network of bicycle tracks makes it ideal for exploring the stretch of sandy Mediterranean shoreline, perfect for cyclists of all ages.